Switch. Keep walking. Keep walking. Switch. Make sure you get through all of them.
Only the very simple questions, the basic things we didn't do.
That's okay. That's why we're going to go back to it. We're going to switch it. Last switch, last couple minutes.
House.
Right.
And
So what do you think you might get power from?
I was thinking maybe run a pole all the way up to maybe like the surface and then have a big turbine up there.
Good. Anyone?
Have that running turbine.
That's good. Do you foresee any problems that they may have?
The pole might be a little thin.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a little hard to get.
Can anyone else think of any kind of good? That's good. That's good. Margaret? I'm sorry?
What will it protect?
Right. So how does that relate to your idea of a shelter? I'm sorry?
I was going to do one in the desert.
Do one in the desert? So what do you think you might need protection from in the desert?
Sandstorms.
Sandstorms?
Maybe like snakes.
Yeah, that's good. Wilhelm,
How will you make it?
how will you make it?
Okay.
So how does that relate to your shelter?
Well, I'm thinking of making a shelter at Mount Everest, the base camp.
Yeah, that's excellent.
So it's pretty hard to make it because it's so cold and
Uh-huh.
it's hard to get supplies.
Any ideas?
Well, I was thinking of digging it down so it protects from hard winds
Good.
and yeah.
That's good. Yeah, avalanches, right? Henry?
Well, how will get, a lot of them learn like how will they get oxygen, the food, power,
Mm-hmm.
and mine is going to be on the moon,
Mm-hmm.
and I figured out that you could have plants on the inside to filter carbon dioxide back
Yeah.
into oxygen, and you could also use those for food.
Right.
And to build it, I found out that in moon dust, there's a lot of silicon,
Uh-huh.
which makes glass.
Right.
So I could use that to make the glass film. I
Right.
could have a huge giant solar panel.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking that some problems might be that if there's a crack,
Right.
everyone inside would get sucked into the vacuum of space.
Right.
Or since the moon's atmosphere is a lot thinner than Earth's, there'd be a lot more asteroids
Right.
need to be protected.
Well, you put a lot of thought into that. That's good. That's excellent. That's excellent. Good. Yes.
Like how big does it need to be?
How big does it need to be? So how does that relate to yours?
Well, I'm in the Amazon, so like lots of people like to go there,
Mm-hmm.
and some get lost.
Uh-huh.
So like if when you go there, then if there's a small house, how are they gonna fit?
Right.
And will the food be enough for all?
Good. That's good thinking. That's excellent. Wade, you want to add?
What's the best design?
What's the best design? How do you think you could find, like, what do you think your best design is? Where do you need to be inspired by something? Where do you think you can go?
Because I'm a certified scuba diver.
No, really?
Whenever I was taking my test, the best design for underwater pressures is like an oval dome.
Really? Oh, that's excellent. So how does that relate to your project?
So since mine's in the depths of the ocean, if you make it like a steel dome, stainless steel dome, and then you climb in it from under it, and so.
That's good. That's excellent. That's excellent. Halim?
I have an idea where I wanted to, like, hot places, because, like, since it's so hot there, you either have to swim, like, right next to the cold there, and, like, lots of people outside. And my other idea was, like, protecting people from volcanoes, like, I don't know if the volcanoes are okay, so I have to find that out. And, like, yeah, I'm not sure what can actually protect people from that. Like, also, it might not be even possible.
What you're talking about the? What was your last sentence? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you too well. What was the last thing you were saying?
First, I was talking about the room where all things are now. He just said, like, I don't think there's anything to protect people from lava.
You don't think so? That's not.
Robots that can go into volcanoes and not be destroyed.
There are, from the top of my head, I don't know. But that's a great question to research. I mean, what Halim has presented is an excellent opportunity for everyone to follow the same model. You think of you want to dismiss the idea right away because you think there may not be something strong enough to withstand the heat of lava. But what if there is? What if, like, scientists are right now just developed something in the last few years that can withstand the real tough, heat of lava? Maybe there is. That's a great question to research. And if there is that, then maybe you can do it. Maybe you can do it. Anyone else in the back? Do you guys have any? Did you see any kind of questions around here that maybe you would use? Evan?
Can you get the needs that you'll need?
You can get what?
Get the needs that you'll need to put in your shelter.
The needs?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like water and like emergency stuff.
Yeah.
Because like
How does that relate to your shelter?
mine's gonna be in the middle of nowhere somewhere in, I don't know, but it's in the middle of nowhere where there's nothing like that. And like, how do you get it?
Yeah, good. Henry?
Like Wade was saying, the best design for his has to be able to withstand pressure trying to break through. But mine kind of has the opposite problem. All the air inside trying to break out.
Right.
And so I think my dad told me their dome would be the best because since it's like circular, there's no point, which is higher stress than any other point.
That's good. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of good ideas. A lot of good ideas. And here's what I want you to do. Look at your own sheet, where in that section it says, write 2 to 3 guiding questions. I want you to either change, erase, add, subtract, just from the conversations that we had now. Think about your idea for a shelter. Now I just want you to add, annotate, change, do what you can. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. Okay? If you don't have the sheet, then do you have a notebook with you? Okay, I'll give you a piece of paper then. Okay? Change, no sheet for you?
Yeah, I'll put one.
Okay, then you should take out a notebook and write something down. Couple of minutes, please.